counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't. The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Unlucky to miss with that jab. He misses with that straight left. Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. That time counter shot. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Those counter punches have to hurt. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now. Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Perfect punch. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four, five. Give me your glove.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
That punch lands. Nice counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Sugar Ray is down! And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Even I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it.
Here we go, it's round 7. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like...
Whoa, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch, counter punch. This with that right uppercut. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Incredible work rate. Well done with that counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these... And there's the bell for round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Stamina is off the charts. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nope, that uppercut does not score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw the hook, didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision.